Hey, good morning everyone. Today is Tuesday, 2 days before Thanksgiving, and I've been tagged. I've been up since 3:30 this morning. What can I say? Old habits die hard. Anyway, I'm going to be looking down here because I'm looking at the questions, but I got tagged by Totally Kathy. And I don't even remember what the tags are about, but question number 1, do I like beer or wine? I'm not much of a drinker. I'm not saying I don't drink. And I drink, if I don't drink wine, because back in the day, I could get in high school, Boone's Farm wine was 50 cents a quart. Coors beer was $1.25 a 6-pack. Go figure. It was cheaper to drink wine, and I overdid it, and I haven't drank wine since then, and I won't tell you, it's been a long time ago. I've drank a little bit, but don't like it. Anyway, if I drink beer, it's what I call foo-foo beer, all the flavored beers and all that. I'm not a real crazy about beer. But if I do drink, it's usually a Bloody Mary or a gin and tonic, which isn't much. Am I a flirt? I don't think so, no. Weirdest thing I've ever seen? Well, guys, most of you know I'm a retired RN, and I've seen some weird things. And, of course, I can't talk about them. And other than that, I've been trying to think. Probably the weirdest thing I saw was we had 2 buck deer that started fighting, and their antlers got interlocked. And I don't know how long it had happened. This is pretty common in nature, but one of them had died, and so the one that lived couldn't break loose from the dead one. So finally what they did is they shot the tip off of one of the antlers, and the one that lived was able to break free. And we have the antlers of the one that died hanging on our wall. Do I cry in public? I cry all the time. I cry all the time. I'm just really emotional person. And I try, not to, but it's who I am. Do I have a stalker? No. I live so far out in the country, probably the only thing stalking me would be when I had my turkey, and he was always attacking me. But, no, I don't have a stalker. I kind of stay away from that kind of stuff. My favorite food, Mexican. Anything Mexican. And I gotta say, I make some really good salsa. And, so anything Mexican, a little tiny bit of refried beans, and a whole lot of salsa. That's my favorite food. Do I sing and dance in the car? You don't want to hear it. I don't even sing, well, I don't. I'm like everybody else. We're all pretty good dancers when we drink, which is one reason I don't drink. But I do sing in the car, and you don't want to hear it. It's not very good, but mostly I do the old country. I can belt out a Patsy Cline like you wouldn't believe. What's under my bed? Well, we have an old water bed that has all those drawers, so you name it, those drawers are full. And then I've got a lot of dust bunnies. I think we breed dust bunnies here because I clean and clean, next thing I know, dust bunnies everywhere. So if any of you have some good dust bunny birth control, send it my way. And yes, I clean often. I usually wet mop my floors at least once a week. So I try. They just repopulate. Have I ever laughed at the wrong moment? Probably. I laugh a lot. And even though a lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm pretty naive, so I don't get a lot of stuff. Sometimes I'll just laugh because I don't know what else to do. Probably what most people would consider the wrong moment is when I get really scared, especially when my kids were little. I would laugh because I knew I couldn't cry or scream or yell, so I would laugh, so trying to keep my kids calmed down. But that's probably the most. Do I have piercings? Just the usual, my ears. And the old farmer has given me some diamond earrings, and I wear those all the time. And I actually had 2 other pair he gave me, and I've lost one of each. So what I did was I had 2 pair of diamond earrings in this ear, and then I had a little diamond stud up in my cartilage. And I think I lost the little tiny one also. So my first celebrity crush was Ricky Nelson. You guys remember Ricky Nelson of Ozzie and Harriet? Ugh, wasn't he good looking? Would I marry a celebrity? I'm not into all the big money and flashy things. You can tell that about me. I'm just an old plain Jane and happy to be a redneck. If I loved a celebrity, yeah, but not because they're a celebrity, definitely not. Unless, of course, Burt Reynolds were to show up at my door, and I do believe he's passed away, so I'll give up on that dream. Do I enjoy cartoons? You know, I just don't watch a whole lot of TV. I never really have. It'll be playing in the background, or I'll be there. Probably, I can say yes, because like Shrek and all these new cartoon movies I really like. And I do like any of the Disney movies. And the first movie I ever went to was Babes in Toyland. The original Babes in Toyland, and I think that came out in the late 50s or the early 60s. And I'll never forget that. And I do believe Bambi might have been another movie, but Babes in Toyland. I've watched it again as an adult, and it was like, okay. Couldn't figure out why I liked it so much. But now I'm supposed to tag 3 people, and I'm going to tag Nana Pam and Margie with RB Ashes in April, and I've had so many different ones. I'd like to tag Mrs. Monchichi. So I'm hoping, I know she doesn't go on camera, but I bet old Monchi, I know, Little Larry, he'll do it. That's who I nominate, is Little Larry. I'm gonna nominate Little Larry on Mrs. Monchichi's channel. Monchichi, can Little Larry come in and play with Mama for a little bit? Anyway, guys, this has been fun, and I hope everybody will follow through. And I'm looking forward to the others that have been tagged from Totally Kathy. All right, guys, I'm off to Totally Kathy's morning devotion.